What's up, 5 Deep? I know you guys are probably tripping out right now. What's going on? Where's the videos? Just in case you guys are unaware, there was a huge YouTube event going on in Florida this past weekend. So a lot of people were out of town. It was hard to get filming and editing done. Things were just really chaotic. But starting today, starting with me, we're gonna get back into the mix. I sent out a tweet asking you guys for questions about my dating life because this is Q&A week on 5 Deep. So we're about to get real personal right now. I'm about to answer some of your guys' questions. With that said, let's get into it. Question comes from Cassie Orozco. How many girlfriends have you had? And do you prefer Hispanic since you're Hispanic? I've had one girlfriend and she was Cuban. Now, do I prefer Hispanics? I definitely have dated Mexican girls more than anything else in my life. But that also attributes to the fact that I live in Los Angeles, so there's a lot of Mexican girls in here. I've also dated a few black girls in my life, 1 or 2 Filipino chicks, maybe 1 or 2 white girls. Damn, that's a lot. But what I do know is that almost every girl that I've ever dated seriously, or at least gone on a few dates with, has always been on the curvy side. I think that also attributes to the fact of why I tend to lean towards, Hispanic women and black women and whatnot. That doesn't mean that I won't date, a thin girl. I just gotta be attracted to you. And sometimes you never know what's gonna attract you to a girl. Sometimes it's the dimples, sometimes it's the smile, sometimes it's the booty. You know what I'm saying? It comes from Dulce Casares. She asks, where would you take a girl for a first date? What would you guys do and why? First and foremost, it depends on whether or not I know this girl. If you don't know them at all, I think dinner, as cliche as it sounds, is the perfect first date. Like, there's a reason why people do that. You get to have good conversation with a person, get to know their personality, their interests, their likes, their dislikes, their sense of humor. There's other people around, mingling and talking, so assess the mood for you guys to do so. But you're also in your own area, so nobody's going to bother you. And the great thing about that is that, if it doesn't go well after dinner, you could peace out. Not literally leave her at the table, just leave her with the bill, but you can say, dinner was nice, I hope you had a nice night, let me take you back home, and the night's over. But if it goes well, you can continue to date. You could go to, location number 2, wherever that may be. Next thing is, if you know the girl, either a friend or an acquaintance, but this is your first time actually going on a date. Me personally, I really enjoy dancing. I like the idea of going to a small dive bar that just plays a mix of 80s music and indie rock music, because one, you really have to come out of your shell to do that. You're not just holding the girl, grinding on her. You gotta let loose a little bit. And on top of that, it does create that physical contact too, so you guys are feeling each other on more than just a friendship level. It's important to find that out, so I really like going to a small dive bar, having a couple drinks and dancing with a girl. Next question comes from Giovanna. She asks, what do you like in a girl besides looks? I love a girl who's family oriented. I love a girl who can hold her own in a conversation. I love a girl who's not dependent. She's got her goals and aspirations that she can focus on in life. I also like girls with that are real witty. Girls with maybe a kind of dry sense of humor. I don't know if it's because I have one or maybe I don't, but I really appreciate girls I can just be stupid and dorky with, and girls that you don't have to show off around. Next question comes from Jen. Jen Rocks 06. She asks, is there something you can't stand about a girl? I think when a girl's really loud and obnoxious, it's a huge turn off for me. And if that's your personality, if that's who you are, then more power to you. Just don't expect me to be too attracted to you. Yeah, when a girl's just loud and always cussing and making a scene and having to get everyone's attention, especially a negative attention. I like humility, I like a humble, conservative girl who can also know when to turn it on, know the right times when you can get loud and laugh and be crazy and whatnot, because I'm like that. I get loud, I get crazy, but I try to do it in the right settings. There's a time for everything, there's a place for everything, and you got to know that. And when a person doesn't know that, it's kind of a turn off. Alright, y'all, I did my best to get to as many questions as I can without turning this into a damn documentary. For some 5 Deep participation, leave me a comment down below with where your first date was, what you guys do, and how old you were. It's the natural, y'all. Peace. You take off the top one, you got the muscle showing, you wrap it around the waist.
I'm not gonna lie, it makes it look like you know what you're doing, but when you do it all the time, you're not fooling anyone, Josh. I know what you're doing.
What's up, guys? This is Cooper.
And this is Bradley.
And we're TYK.
Typical YouTube kids. All right.
Good timing.
Team friendship. Wait, before we start, I hope you guys are really